Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kshitij Rana, and this is Bhawana Jain, and it's an honor to present our 2 cents, our case study in front of you guys. But we want to represent you guys, us. We are trying to understand why we are wasting water, and we have taken a very small aspect of it, which is religious waste. So, to start with, we all know that how rivers are treated in India. First of all, they are the holy mothers. We treat them godly, but we also know what the true reality is while we are sitting over here in Delhi. So, to focus on the part of how we are polluting Yamuna or Ganga or the major water bodies, we can look at industrial pollution, we can talk about urban sewage, but there is a very major part as well, which is religious rituals, how we are not dumping is not the right word, but again, visarjan, how we are putting or discarding a lot of puja remains in the water bodies, and how it is also playing a very important role in polluting these rivers. So,
So as my friend discussed, that there are three major causes for the degradation of the rivers, which are godly rivers. So one is sewage water, second is industrial waste, and the third is religious rituals offerings. So we did small study, and we found that there are too many religious rituals are happening, and these days they might be some printed or some pigmented dyes are also used in idols. So the quality of river is getting polluted day by day, and we can see small clips of some newspapers on the screen that they are also saying that in spite of effort from the government like Namami Gange mission and Namami Yamuna mission, so in spite of that also Yamuna's condition is very, very severe. And some people also have given an article that Yamuna polluted beyond control, even its treated water can kill you. So some people are directly consuming the water who are below poverty line, of course, and they might be have some severe trouble because of that. So in our research, we did some kind of primary research. We talked to people, we conducted interviews in Delhi, and we found that we are not here targeting to some kind of religion, and please do not get offended by it. We are just talking about rivers, and of course majority is Hindus. I am also a Hindu, and so we offer, these days we offer a lot of big offerings to the river, and they might be calendars, some pictures of gods, some cards, some maybe broken idols. So there are many things which we we are bound to put them in the river. So these are some glimpses of field visit. When we visited bank of river Yamuna in New Delhi, we saw some people throwing the puja offering in the river, and in a hurry they throw the plastic also itself because with the offering. So some people offer it from the bridge itself. So along with the plastic, they are offering it. They are disposing the puja offering in the river, and we can see these are two. SMDC have placed two bins near the river side, and it is written puja samagri in that. But what was in that? It was not clearly puja samagri. People were not using that bin. Why they were not using that bin for that particular purpose? Why they were going close to the river and disposing all the material in the water itself? So we will continue in our research. So when we dive deeper and we did some in-depth research, we understood three kind of participants in our research. So first kind of participant were fearful and conflicted. They said that they are bound to do it. It's a ritual. Puja is part in the 3 process, and first is Avhanan, second is Puja itself, and then third is Visarjan. So they need to do Visarjan. And so they were emotionally attached to the rituals and driven by the fear of the divine consequences. They thought that if we will not do Visarjan properly in the river, we might do some kind of sinful act, and there will be some bad consequences. So they were having fear of God. And the second kind of participant were aware about the scarcity of Yamuna, and but they were inactive. So they were environmentally conscious, but they were like, there are no alternative and we can't do anything. So यही हमारे बड़ों ने सिखाया है, we will do the same and there is no alternative. Then the third kind of user we met, participant we met, and they were conscious and proactive, actively seeking eco-friendly alternatives while respecting tradition and traditional values. So they did all the puja and everything, but they understood and then they segregated, and then they understood the alternative ways of the disposable. So in our design thinking process, as we are professors of design, so for any kind of wicked problem, we do some kind of empathy mapping to deep dive into the problem, that what is the actual problem, what is the root cause of the problem. So empathy map is kind of 4-quadrant map, where we do kind of study the user deep in a deeper manner to empathize with them. So first is say what they said, second is do what they actually do, third is think, and the last one is feel. So they said they are aware about pollution. They said ritual tradition, it is a ritual to throw puja remains in the river because river is sacred, and sacred ko sacred mein hi hum baha sakte hain. We can't do it in the bin because bin is dirty, and our visarjan need to be in a sacred place. So rivers are pure, that is why we do it. Then what they are doing the Visarjan, they are teaching their children the same, and they are also looking for the alternatives. What they are thinking they are obligated to use new fresh offerings regularly, and there is no alternative way, because the pujari and the panditji is saying that every time there should be a new Mata Ki Chunri, new everything. So they are obligated to use, they are not able to reuse anything. Then what they feel respect and pride after the Visarjan. They think that yes, puja sampann ho gayi, and they feel fear of God if they are not doing anything rightly. And they also feel satisfaction after the completion of the puja. They feel lack of trust in the other government bins or government activities or alternatives. So this is the empathy map.
So how do we figure this out? How do we figure a way out? So we simply proposed a solution that we need to redesign the whole process of Visarjan, and we introduced the Visarjan service model, which whole objective is to preserve spiritual rituals while minimizing environmental damage through culturally sensitive service design, because we don't want to hurt anyone as a model. We need to help them understand that this is very important, and it's a major percentage of offerings which we are putting in the river, and if we do our bit, it will eventually help in making that change. As Sir Rana said, that there should be a behavioral change, and we need to teach the coming generation that this is where we make the change. So the approach needs to be a system thinking framework, where we need to use instructional design principles from instructional design, where we need to provide with what is the better option. We need to make them understand why this new option is better option. And then we need to focus on retaining the religious significance while introducing this eco-conscious alternative, again, which should align with their faith and sustainability. So there's a small video, if we can play it. It's a very small, cute little video which we want to show to. So to look at it visually, this is the whole model basically. The major focus on this is that we need to redesign the look and feel of these dan patras and not call them bins by SMDC, because again they would invoke a sense of ki this is a dustbin and I will not put my religious discards in this, because again the look and feel is not nice at all and it hurts my religious sentiments. So the major focus should be, the first part is going to be the dan patras, which should be placed and designed in a way that they invoke that look and feel. Second, again the segregation part, which will be followed by ethical collaborations. We have a good number of startups which are dealing with religious discardments, which are NGOs like Fool, Nirmalaya, Arohi Enterprises, which are working with flowers, discarded flowers, the fabric, and making incense sticks, making collages, making paperworks like that. It will invoke a certain respect and dignity and a purpose to what we are offering in those bins. The focus should be that there should be an emotional storytelling which should connect with my sense of faith with environmental action. We should market these kind of new ways through community events, through our religious leaders which are out there talking about talking to these masses and making them understand the importance of all these religious things. These offerings should not be wasted. These offerings are not going to get wasted. Actually, they are going to be transformed with respect. This should be the core message of this whole bit. The whole idea of protecting rivers is equivalent to protecting gods and worshipping gods, is what the message should be out there, so that the people, the masses, understand that why we are doing this, why we are redesigning this whole patra for you, and this is not by SMDC. So that's the whole bit. Thank you.